Once upon a time, in the day, they toiled for food. Fables. But they always the same story. Whatever you learn from it is just one like us now. Caught in this village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Ha. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. Nope, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food, and they no longer had to struggle for survival. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him, and what's wrong? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Oh, so you are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and it's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrate as each night passed. It was the only one to notice how it... Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce. Always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their... When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny. Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes. Because no more... After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon would... Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Oh, so you're siding with the white lambs, blaming it all on the one who challenged the status quo. But in another version of this story, the black lamb got to unleash its vengeful wrath. Is that the kind of ending you were... Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. Don't rush. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they will...
Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on... All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the Black Lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Well then, let's see if this Black Lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly delightful welcome for you up at... Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
Wanted the sound. I sense it.
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so quick to deny it. Now that I have you here standing before me, Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking Black Lab! If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason? Or the sole apostle? Think about it! The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors!
Moment of resonance.
Let's see your blade. This together.
Shape the shapeless. Different. One with the sounds. Rover!
Such a messy girl.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from her!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The joy. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me and confined. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only...
Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be? Yes, that is a possibility. Let's talk about it later. Rover. It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? We cannot take his words. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. This soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, that tree, it's stunning. Please, save us. Are you trying to tell us about... Where did it go? Huh. That girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold. Sorry, Rover. The air was heavy. The villagers were a complex mix. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it my apologies? I wish I could say such but I still lack the confidence. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an out. I cannot stop the lament. But at least I should do everything in my power to help. Really? Dwelling on it, yes.
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are...
Ranger Donjing. Worry not. My Crimson Blade will not harm you as long as you haven't done it.
handle your commission. Alone.
Release the wands, and the mind quiets. Cleanse the thoughts, and the soul clears.
Is that your first reaction? Come on. Anyway, you know we could really use your help with this ongoing case. We've been getting a lot of... Nobody ever saw those people assaulted or anything. Some of those people are even resonators, or they've served in the military. Since you're always coming and going from the city, can you help me watch out for anything we... Thank you so much. Ring me up when you spot anything.
The Seance Society. Never heard of them before.